A hypocrite. I've noticed people throw around this word way too easily. And at this point, I believe some people don't really understand the meaning of hypocrisy itself. Let's take a few examples. The guy who used to hate Crocs back in the day is currently only wearing Crocs. The guy who used to make fun of the gym culture is now counting his calories, waking up at 6 a.m., hitting the gym every single day. Because every time something like this happens, people just go like, see, that's a hypocrite. That is an absolute hypocrite. How did he just completely change his opinions? That's a hypocrite. But is that really hypocrisy? Or is it just people living their life? I mean, think about it. If your opinions never change, what do you think that tells you about yourself? Does it mean you're consistent? Or does it mean that you learned nothing? Let's take our own examples, for instance. A lot of things that we used to believe in when we were younger are now absolutely ridiculous when we think about it. It's not because we were stupid. It's because we just had lesser experience. Even now, you might believe in something, I might believe in something. And 15 to 20 years later, when we think back upon it, we might think that was stupid. We only lived more. We only experienced more. The weird thing is, people expect growth in themselves everywhere except their own opinions. People want to become stronger. They want to become smarter. They want to be more successful in life. But when it comes to opinions, they don't want to change at all. Because the moment you change your beliefs, people start calling you fake. But now, don't get me wrong, some people actually are hypocrites. But not because they changed their minds, because they changed their own beliefs and values according to what benefits them. And that's the people I genuinely hate the most. The real hypocrites are people who change their standards according to the people and the situation around them. If their friends do something, it's good, it's likable, it's acceptable. But if somebody who they don't like does it, it's wrong. If it benefits them, they support it. If it does not, they absolutely criticize it. That's hypocrisy. Hypocrisy isn't changing your mind. It's changing your beliefs and values according to what benefits you. In fact, what I believe is that changing your mind is the healthiest thing that you could do, because that is proof that you're living life, you're experiencing more, you're learning more. But let's think about this in a different manner. I mean, I could sit here right now and tell you that I'll never change my opinions ever again, and I could try my best to live up to it. But again, two things could happen here. Number one, I fail to stay consistent and I fail to force myself to believe in something. And number two, my progress could entirely stop. My life's development could entirely stop. So why try and stay consistent in the first place? To be likable to people? That's not the right thing to do. How free and mentally unemployed a person could be to judge what you can or cannot do and why your opinions changed and how they did. The healthiest thing that you can do is develop an ability which allows you to look back in life and say, okay, I thought about this in this manner and I was wrong. But now I know what's right and I'll start to believe that this is exactly what I'll support. That is how it works. Consistency doesn't help here. Evolution is a human's constant state of mind. Why do you want to restrict evolution? But again, most people would prioritize their ego over development. They would rather stay consistent on their opinions than update their own beliefs. They would rather force themselves to believe that something is right even though it's not. So maybe the goal isn't to stay loyal to a certain opinion. Maybe the goal is to stay loyal to the truth, even if it makes you question your past selves. Because if you're exactly the same person you were 5 years ago, what have those 5 years actually done to you? Think about it.